Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome into Flying with Mike. We got another short flight, so to speak, up our sleeve, and it's in a place many of you would have thought, what? That's the kind of flying we like here. We are flying Iraqi Airways from Damascus, Syria, over to Baghdad. Not too long ago was well, actually, it has been quite a while. It's been almost 20 years since the U.S. Pulled out of Baghdad, or at least the airport, from the authoritative source of Wiki. I don't know. I never served over there, so I don't know. But anyway, we're headed to Baghdad International. What we're doing today, we're flying for Millennium Aviation. We fly for them quite a bit. And today we're going to put in our monthly flight that we love to do with them, part of their what they call destination of the month. We like to do this with American, with their focus airports where we get extra points. We don't get anything extra here. We just get a hey, congrats, you made it. And we get a little badge on our profiles and all. But that'll be at the end of the year. So, but the reason I fly them isn't for pomp and circumstance. It's all about having fun. And that's what flying with Mike is all about. Even the computer has fun with us and zooms out all of a sudden. But we are sitting on the deck in Syria. First time, I don't think in my entire 26, 7 years of flying on the flight sim, I have ever flew out of here, to be totally honest, or into here. So, ought to be fun. Now, we have been to Baghdad. That I do know. Um, we did that last year, if memory serves. So, this won't be the first time in there, but the talk on Google, Wiki, the whatever it was, talking about the terminals and all. Kind of curious if I have actually. I know I have been. So what do you say? We'll take the Zibo out. For you level up fans, I honestly looked for a level up version. There isn't one. If it is, I sure don't know how to find it. So we're flying Zibo. And Zibo to me is probably the best 737 on the market right now. And folks, I have to take this phone call. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, folks, I apologize again. My parents were calling. We've been trying to get a hold of them for the last couple days, and that's why it was important. So, but anyway, let's get this plane going from Damascus to Baghdad. All right, we'll get it rolling here real quick. Let's okay, we're aligned, everything's good. Okay, fuel pumps are off. Cross feed check, light blue, and it should go off. Perfect. Okay, go to ground power, coming down, lights are off, coming down the middle. Well, first off, IFE and cabin utilities are on. He's cooling, good, good. And okay. All right, let's get down here, get thing. Oop, let's start first off with that. ORBI there. Okay, hang on. Why are you doing that to me? There we go. Okay, again, sorry for that. I really had a feeling that was going to happen. I was kind of hoping a little later, but it happens. Okay, load the OFP. Okay. Oh, we haven't even talked about the flight real quick. Oh, yes, we have. Oh, no, we haven't. Okay. Confused myself there. All right. Payload's 23,600 pounds. We're going to be uplifting 16,000, call it 17, just shy of 118 people there to fly with us. And the SLF2 departure to Sulfa, to the G202 to DELMI, and right into the airport. Right now, 23 right, we're planning for takeoff. I may change that to and landing 15 left. Cost index 23 and 35,000 feet. Weather, well, it's what you'd expect in the desert. Cold right now, 59 degrees in Damascus. 260 at 3 on the winds. Beautiful night for departure, although we've got it set for daytime down in Baghdad. 060 at 11, dust. Go figure. And beautiful day down there. 3,500 feet, so we could be on instruments. All right. So that's our brief, and let's get flying. Okay, so again, 118,643. Let me double check that zero fuel weight. It is 16,600, just shy of activate. All right. Now, everything from here on regarding passengers, cargo, and fuel, all automatic. We're not at a jetway, so we'll see a staircase come up to the plane. We'll wait real quick, or they'll use ours. One of the two. So, but we're going to keep on going. There's refueling. Let's see what it looks like real quick. Captain Morgan's pulling up. There's the baggage, and they're opening the door. Okay, once we're ready to board passengers, all I got to do is and switch the no smoking sign. So we're almost ready. Let's get the fuel on board. Okay, with everything going on there, all we got to do is click flight plan request. Load it, activate it, execute it. Pretty simple. I still like to do the departure just to make sure. Bear with me a second here. All right, let's bring charts in. Let's take a look at the airport we're departing. Personally, I would like 23 left. Obviously, you can see why. A little bit of a taxi for 23 right. Okay, so all I basically did, let me see. Oh, it's in there. Okay. We have 6 available approaches to us over in Baghdad. And we're going to head somewhere in here. They want us on 15 left. That sounds good enough for me. So let's see. Oh, look at that. There's even an ILS for us. Okay. And we'll go to Recoy, come in there. Perfect. Okay, so our departure, there it goes. Looks like this. We'll intercept off Damascus, 083 out to Sophie, Abbas, and Sulfa. So let's look over here. 23 left. Active. Execute. Okay. Let's go to index. Okay, let's go back here. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay. We're going to do the ILS runway 15, recoy, and execute. All right, so now let's go to legs real quick. We're not going to follow it up here on the map. Sophie, there's just not a lot of anything on it. To tan. Okay. Close. Modic. Raplu. Pusto. DELMI. Recoy. And I think they're going to put us in a hold to Papke. All right, well, we'll be hopefully taking it from there. So, and then on Jil2 for the hold. All right, so that takes care of the legs. Back up to route. Okay, perfect. Request. Okay, we just need the what we plan for a reserve. Where the heck are they taking us to? Armenia, or just shy of Armenia. Wow. All right. Fuel. 6.2.
Flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
9.4. Okay, now we're at the part. What I'm just going to do is put the numbers in. Okay, and we're increased. Okay, so we're doing a TO1 departure with 46 on the D rate. Okay, let it figure everything out. Okay, runway wind 310, diagonal 5, up 0.1, heading 225. Oh, almost. Okay, everything else looks good. Select is good. 15 degrees outside. Okay, next page, CG. Flaps 5. One five one. Bear with me. Okay, we're ready to go. Reason the speeds are higher, the sim brief system increased them to improve climb limits. Okay, I'll buy it once. Okay, and that sets that up. Put that in legs. Go up here. Finish. Actually, let's go over here. And for pax boarding, no smoking switch. Okay. Just want to make sure we start boarding. Then we'll finish up. So I hope y'all have had a fantastic week. It's Thursday, Friday Eve, and I'm off tomorrow. Buses are here with our passengers. And they load both ends. Okay, so let's get that middle panel ready to go. Departure requirements, no airspeed or altitude. So we're going all the way up to 35. Okay, everything's set, ready to rock it and roll it. Weather is 10-11. Okay, minimums. Bear with me, I'm getting things up and rolling here. Okay, we're ready to roll. Just waiting on them to close the door behind us. Okay, still loading. All right, so we're ready to go. We can go ahead and start that APU up. Okay, everything looks ready. We're just waiting on it. Not liking this. Why aren't you? Oh, I know why. Okay, that gave us a little time to get a little closer too. So again, thank you all for tuning in. We sure appreciate you. And again, sorry for that um, short break there right after starting. Like I said, we were waiting on an important call from my folks. Finally came, and I wanted to take it. Almost there. So again, a nice short hop. We're going from, of all places, I know, Damascus, Syria, over to Baghdad, Iraq. So I hope you all tune in. Hope you all jump in here. Hey, I'm on VATSIM. I'm on smart cars. I'm on MACAIR smart cars. So we'd love to have you aboard. And like I said, we've shortened the taxi. We'll be going down to 2-3 left. And I know I've asked it once, but I hope you've all had a great week. And uh, hopefully a great weekend staring you down.
Good morning, folks, from the flight deck. Get your captain and for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So, planning on a smooth ride. Reach there as soon as we can. And as safe as we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome aboard.
I know I just heard the door close. Good deal. Let's do it. Chocks. We're not going to need chocks. Here we go. All right, beacons. First off, fuel pumps on. Okay, and starting number 2. Okay, flaps 5. Auto brake reject. Okay, we're ready to go. Hope you are. And we're ready for takeoff, so we'll have the airplane readied. Damascus airport traffic, Iraqi 12 departing 23 left.
1000.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Not really sure why it did that on takeoff. Okay, we are on our way. Glad to have y'all aboard. Y'all aboard. Oh, wrong sim. Okay, just wanted to make sure we weren't doing something funky here on this. Yeah, we'll just fly the route that's in the system and go from there. Big weekend for the sci-fi folk and the folks that love Mexican. You got May the 4th be with you and Cinco de Mayo. So what a weekend ahead. Actually, I should say week ahead because both Cinco and Cinco or May the 4th is Sunday. So Cinco de Mayo is Monday. So anyway, they'll be both celebrated in earnest. Many people on Star Wars binges, and of course binges of other kinds for Cinco de Mayo. And for those curious, the 767 may have a fix. Temporary, albeit. Let me get to the post. This is coming from Flight Factor's official Discord channel under the under community support 757-767 support. All right. Oh, wait, let me go there. It helps to actually be on it. What came out this morning or today, early, I guess he's a European or something. Delete the TGDS folder in the aircraft plugin folder. Now, this will make not functional your terrain radar and your weather radar, but no more crashes will occur. They are still looking into what is the actual cause. Remember, they've also said they are working on a 757, 767 update. Supposed to be free, but, you know, I have not yet tried this. I haven't decided if I'm just going to leave it corralled for now or give her a try. We'll see. It's very easy because what I'll do is just take that folder out of the plane and try it, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, put it back in. Oh, look at that. We're out of the clouds. Let's take a look. Oop, I did not mean to do that. Love X-Plane 12 weather now. So I'm kind of bummed we have to get rid of the radars. But it is what it is for Flight Factor. Hey, Matt, 1997, welcome in. Glad to have you aboard. And yes, I know it's a strange time to find me flying. Got a pretty good rear quartering wind there to about 210 at 82 knots. We'll take it. Help push us along here. We're up to 498 on ground speed. The flight is going fantastic. Grab a plane, join us. It's going great. We're flying Damascus over to Baghdad. So, love to have you aboard. uh, that's great. Got somebody, RJA 350 likes that we're doing this flight. He is an Iraqi, and I just let him know, well, for your thank you, or you're welcome. And what a great, that's cool. Again, you see how the flight sim, you know, you may not be in controllers, but you can have some fun. Not a lot of people I know fly into Baghdad. I've done it once or twice, both with Sim Air Force and I think with Millennium, and I've enjoyed it. Um, it's just never on the top of my mind to go to. Millennium Aviation put it there with the destination of the month. So, and if you're interested in MACAIR, check them out. Really great bunch of people. Been with them for many years. They keep it pretty simple. When you join, there are so many flights you can fly under the open division. However, once you've flown your first flight, if you want to fly something else, say you fly your first flight St. Louis to Columbia or St. Louis to Chicago, something easier for people to wrap their minds around. Okay, once you do that, or whatever they tell you, I forget how it works, it's been too long. Say you want to fly Savannah to Dallas, and you want to do it, and you can't find a flight. American, I think, flies it. I would think they would, but you never know. Charlotte, you never know. You could join their charter division and fly, set it up to fly. They also have a cargo division and historical. Now, caveats here. Historical, you're gonna have to fly historical aircraft. Cargo, there's a little wiggle room, but you need probably best to fly the plane you put in. Open division, which is what this flight's being flown under, they have substitutions allowable for those that may not have the aircraft. Flying the A319 Delta from Atlanta to Charlestown, West Virginia. That's awesome, Matt. That is so cool. Glad you're up in the air and enjoying. I didn't even look to see where possibly the. Oh wait, today's Thursday. Duh. Sorry, I'm a little confused because I'm off tomorrow. So, but I still don't know where Friday Night Ops is. So, but I have something up my sleeve. I think we might fly tomorrow. Just deciding where the wheres and twos. So, but anyway, give MACAIR a try. They're actually, like I said, I've been with them for many years. It's MACAIRvirtual.com, MACAIRvirtual.com. And you could participate in the Destination of the Month. Read the rules, because, they got me once. And it's one of those, read the rules. They're very simple, nothing major to them, but there are a couple of things to make sure you do. So, but if you're like me and they go, no, we're not going to accept that flight under Destination of the Month rules, but we accepted it otherwise, now you just have to fly it again. Oh, darn the luck. Oh, man, hurt me. Please, break my arm a little harder. Oh. Oh, man. So, like I said, a great bunch of folks, guys and gals there. Just love flying with them. Them and FedEx, Express Virtual, and Sim Air Force, I've been with for quite a while. Sim Air Force, I might actually have to hit them up for my retirement. I've been there quite a while. Yeah, no, it'll be a simulated retirement. I get it. just as long as I don't have to visit the simulated VA. Maybe it's better. Who knows? Anyway, oh, no joking with this great folks at the VA. I know they bit disgruntled right now, and I get why. So, hang on. All right. Let's get this show on the road. We are best estimate top of descent 100 miles out. And basically, for those who missed it, here's the approach. I can't remember. Is it compliments of Jepson or not? It is. Real simple. Now, they say we should come in, go into a hold at recoil. We're not. We're just going to grab the localizer and go in. So those that know how to read these charts, great. For those that don't, just so you know, across the top, those frequencies there, yes, they could be called. You could be called to go to them, but nobody's up right now, so they're pretty much useless. And what we do in the United States with the CTAF, Common Traffic Area Frequency, that doesn't apply outside of the North America area, Canada, US, Mexico, Caribbean. Outside of that, we're still on Unicom for all traffic broadcasts. All right, we do need to set 110.7 for our localizer. We will need to set, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, 146 for our final approach course or localizer course. Take your pick of terms. 2,100 foot MSL 6 miles out at Papeete. Translates to 1,987 feet. Now, decision height and altitude. 410 is MSL. 297 is above the ground. And just so you know, when you read a METAR and you're trying to figure out, are you legal for an airport? those values for the cloud layers are above the ground. If you fly into Bogota, you'd see what I mean. It really, or even Denver for that matter. So 297, we're going to call it 300. So let's set that while we're here. Okay, now missed approach, you could have been reading pretty much we're going to climb runway heading intercept 225 off Baghdad, head out to Jill 2 and hold. Okay, other than transition level 16,000 feet, when QNH is below, then we do the other one. That's about it for specials. Again, 3,600 at Recoy, but 2,100 feet by Papke. And Pappies should be on the left side. High ALS 2s. There's our missed approach again. Minimums. $297 above the ground, 300. I don't know what this is saying. 300 feet? Uh, 1,200 meters. So thankfully we're in an area where we'll probably get it in meters. So I don't know what that is. 300 feet. Isn't that like 1/8 of a mile? I've never seen a Cat 1 flown that tight. Holy mackerel. Yeah, I don't know the first part. So I'm going to go with the second, 1,200 meters. And real quick, while we look at it, here's the weather as of 20 minutes ago, 105, 4,200 meters. So we are kind of, and dust, so no sky conditions. So could be a fun arrival, 28 degrees, which equivalates to us, where is it? Oh, there it is, 82 degrees. Ouch. 10:06. Okay, so we don't go to 17,000. All right, folks, we are ready to start thinking about top of climb or top of descent. Hit the right buttons here. There we go. Okay, your minimums is right here. We'll took the barrow there. So I set our minimums and I set our course while we were talking. I'm going to head down here and set our ILS frequency. Once again was 110.7. And we'll go ahead, 1129er. That's Baghdad. Okay, and where are we at on the map? Coming up to Raplu. So again, hope you've enjoyed the ride. It's been fun. To be totally honest with you, I've never departed Syria, so that was pretty cool. Okay. How much further? Looks like about 40 miles. Be kind of interested to see how dust shows up here. I'm sure the team at Laminar have figured that out. Or said, it'll just be a cloud. Who knows? Be interesting though. Top of descent, 20 mics out. Okay, 35,000. We don't have a star to follow, so you know what? Let's head for 5,000 initially. And then work our way in from that. Pretty sure we won't get winds. All right, so there you go. So we got our winds, which unfortunately SimBrief, I guess, didn't have any out here. It works off SimBrief for this aircraft. For others, it works off of X-Plane or other sources. So we're beginning our descent. By the way, why I have not been bouncing back and forth, the announcements are okay. We got about 12 minutes. Go ahead and make the all right. Pusto is next, followed by DELMI, and then on to the ILS. If I'm knowing my geography, I'm not sure if that's Euphrates or Tigris. Just a lot of reference in this area in the Bible, Babylon, land of Ur, where Abraham came, and or Abram at that time, who would eventually have his name by God changed to Abraham. But yeah, a lot of great history here in Iraq. Like I said, the Babylonian civilization, I mean, just amazing to read about. Babylon. Rumor has it they were trying to unearth it. never heard where and how far they got into finding it, or if they found it, where they ended up with the excavations and all. So a lot of cool history here, let alone you can go, of course, our times with the uh, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and then Desert Storm 2, and subsequent problems thereafter. So, but yeah, a lot of history to a pretty blank canvas below us. But yet, everything was by that river, Tigris and Euphrates, and man. Ironically enough, part of the history of Babylon um, involves Syria. I can't remember the king's name that would take out the Babylonian king and hence take over Babylon. Cyrus. So if you're into history, boy, are you in an area of the world with a lot of it. Interesting trivia question. Two of the rivers listed in Genesis as to where the Garden of Eden was: Euphrates and Tigris. Problem is, the other two rivers, I can't find out where they are. Cush, I think it is, which would, I don't know if it was Cush now. I'd have to go back and look. But anyway, little trivia there. Yeah, actually in the Bible they tell you where Garden of Eden was. And some scholars have come out and made claims. Well, obviously the Bible says we'll never know until the new heaven comes down. But there are some people thinking rivers we know of today weren't in those tracks of yesteryear. I don't know. A lot of, I don't know. I go by the Bible and just gotta have the other 2 points to figure it out, and then I don't want to go after it because you're gonna die. So it's just not worth it. But yeah, it's interesting. Again, all of this tied in this region here. All right, let's get the localizer pulled up. forgot the altimeter. 10:06. All right, I'm going to go ahead, bring the music to an end there. And as we get ready for the ILS approach, let's go ahead. Stay right where we are. All right, we're below 10,000 feet. Well, lights were never turned off. Oh well.
stabilized, Mr. Birch altitude set.
Y'all have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. I just realized my mic was muted. So I hope y'all enjoyed the flight. It was a fun one to fly. And our verse of the day is a very simple one. The righteous person may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. King David wrote that many, many years ago.